Is Marvel back? Let's talk about Thunderbolts. Trademark pending. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't have a lot of expectations going into this movie. Marvel has been in like sort of a slump lately. Yes, they have one or two movies that have been really good, but for the most part, the movies have just been feeling kind of formulaic, aimless, and really no direction. And I'm happy to announce that Thunderbolts changes that. It feels like they finally found their stride. They are back to making a really fun, entertaining, good, engaging films with some complex themes in it, surprisingly. But what's most important is that it's finally getting a direction. Ant-Man and the Wasp kind of, or Quantumania, should I say, that one kind of gave us a little bit of direction with where it was going to go, but then the whole Jonathan Majors things happened, and they had to course correct. With the Thunderbolts, I feel like there's a new ragtag team of heroes that we can root for, a new crop of stars that they're kind of creating, kind of like in the first go around of the Avengers, where a lot of these guys, aside from like RDJ, weren't like big name stars. Like, yeah, Chris Evans kind of was, but he was kind of flopping around like in teen movies and dramas like that. But a lot of these actors came to their stride when the Marvel movies came out and they became household names. And that's what I feel like this is what this is going to do. Albeit, I feel like Florence Pugh has hit that stride already, but that's neither here nor there. So the best part about this movie is just the action and the storytelling here. It's a ragtag group of misfits, and they all mesh so well. They have really good chemistry. It doesn't feel like it's contrived. It doesn't feel like they're being forced into this situation where it doesn't make a whole lot of sense and they're trying to interact. It kind of naturally forms. The relationships they create feels natural. It feels like it's evolving. There's still more to explore as the stories will continue, hopefully. They have great comedic chemistry, and then when the emotional points of the film happen, it feels like it's earned and deserved, and there is a really good, like, touching moment towards the end of the film, and it really did bring a tear to my eye. That's what makes this movie surprisingly good, is that yes, it's funny, it's entertaining, but there's a really good level of emotional heart in the film. What I appreciate is that it tackles themes of isolation and being alone, not fitting in, but it that we all have like a dark past, but we have to overcome that, and it does it in such a cool and creative way. Not to say it's a wholly original, but that community is what we need. We need to embrace our differences, our flaws, in order to be better as society and to do better. The cast is all really great here. Florence Pugh is great. David Harbour is great as Red Guardian. I particularly like Wyatt Russell as the fake Captain America. He's really fun, even though he's like a big old a-hole. I will say that this doesn't hit like the highs of like the Avengers or Guardians of the Galaxy or some of the better team-up movies, but it does bring us back to a more like fun and entertaining MCU. I think the movie is well made, it's crafted, the action sequences are really fun and creative, the ending is really heart-touching, and I think it's earned and deserving. And I'm kind of like looking forward to the MCU again. It's brought back a little bit of that spark again that we have been kind of missing.